And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Dyson Sphere. Okay, so we have this prototyped, processors. Now we need some space. Cancel that, and we're gonna go with the quantum. Nope. We're gonna go with the MicroCrystalline components. All right, so these, we're going to have two inputs and one output, and anything that we need two of. So silicon has to go on the inside with a blue. The outside can be the copper. These don't need copper. But these are going to come out, up. Anything, they're both twos. So up and in. Okay. Copper. Coming down. In and down. Okay. Bingo. So, how many of these can we put down here? I would say we could do 30. But let's start simple. Something like that. And then these are going to need the circuits. And then this. Both of these are two. They need two, but it's a 3-second craft. So I may be able to get away with doing just a simple one here. 1.5 trips per second, which is 3 trips every 2 seconds, which is exactly enough. Okay, so we've got plenty there. Processors, we will put out there. Okay, so you can be copied. And can we craft some more of these? Oh, we can. And then this. Coming back. So we want like 15 of these, right? I kind of cut those off. Maybe just to be on the safe side, do that and that. Yay, cargo stacking. Does that do a thing now? Let's see. Looks like it does. Nice. I mean, how many of those? We're producing metric tons of. We're producing a lot of circuits. Okay, MicroCrystalline. Let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Power. Good. So this is not quite very many of those. Yeah, we can do another set, which means I'm going to need a splitter, which means I'm going to cut the silicon off like back here. And then cut it off about right there, and then take all of that. Okay, come down. I did it again. So we need splitter. There. And then 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And the silicon has to go on the inside. So right there. These I know I got a bunch of this stuff on me now. Let's just drop what I have in there. Okay. Because this is a little wonky, did that, do that. Actually, we have a lot of lead time here. Something like that. I know it's a little messy. Okay. Those done. Kind of running under the assumption that I'm going to eventually be getting more silicon down here. Processors. Okay, so these we're going to raise up and over and down. Now, processors ahoy. Lower that back down. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Sure, why not? 16. That sounds like a good number. No idea how many I can actually support. Looks like quite a few. As far as storage goes, I like these nice lines of stuff and things. Crazy how many of those we have. Not even close to the number of processors. Ooh. Or the processor crafting, I don't think is going to bite into this much at all. We can craft a lot of those things. So as far as processors go, should we leave some space before we do storage? I mean, it would actually make more sense to go those the other way. There we go. I've got probably a bunch on me that I don't need. There we go. Not nearly a full belt, obviously, of processors. And it would take, it'll take a minute for our processor numbers to sort of even out and tell me exactly, I have it set at a minute. So a minute has to go by with constant production in order for you to really understand what your production is. Because the numbers will keep being tweaked. But I have 16 of these times 20. So at the very least, I should have 320 a minute. 16 times 20? 320 a minute. I think that's what that number, this right here, will even out to be. I mean, if it's not, it'd be kind of weird. So 320. Yes, that's good. Now, I am not even remotely using all of those things, and circuits is only using like the first 5 or 6 of all of these circuits. So yeah, we have a little bit of production that we can mess around with. This one's not even like hooked up anymore. Why are you not hooked up anymore? Lame. So yeah, decent amount of those. The quantum chips, I mean, use 2 every 6 seconds. So that's 10 crafts a minute. So that's 20 processors a minute. 20 processors a minute. that would use. And we are producing 320 processors a minute. So divide this by 20 and you get, let's see, that would be 10, be 120, which would be 6. So that'd be 16 crafters that I can put on for quantum chips. 16. That's pretty good. So it looks like it's a 1-to-1 ratio of assemblers for processors, which is kind of surprising. 1 every 3 seconds, 2 every... Oh, definitely 1-to-1 ratio. Processors to quantum. The only trouble is this plain filter stuff, which uses titanium glass, which uses water, which we don't have any water in this entire system. We would have to import all of the water. There's no water anywhere in here. Yeah. Ocean type, none. So yeah, we would have to import all of our water. Or go to another system, automate these plain things, namely the system that we're mining that crystal at, or finding another system with a ton of that crystal that also has water, and maybe some hydrogen nearby, and fire ice, potentially, or crude oil somewhere in there. Like, yeah, it's going to be a chain to get enough things. Where is my importer? It's way over here, so I'm probably going to need another one of these in here somewhere, because we have transportation. This. That's what I'm looking for. Here. Because I need to grab some of these. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I need extra circuits. I would like to keep these on hand for potential process, expanding our processors would be nice. We're using quite a few of these guys. I don't think our silicon is doing so hot. No, our silicon is not doing so hot. I knew we were going to need 2 of these. Yeah, we're going to need to import some silicon. Which is very doable. There are other planets in the system with silicon. Let's see, number 2. That's got a little bit, 9 million. There we go, 77 million. Not bad. So, good times. We have lots of silicon in the vicinity. I don't know when you, because I have another planet providing silicon. I don't know if that, I don't know how it determines which planet or which system to pull material from. I don't know if there's, a closest first, fastest first, system first. I don't know if there's any sort of system for that. I mean, it is a full belt coming in here. A little bit more consistent here. I don't know why I did it the other way, but yeah, we are pretty much maxed out on this. I mean, this is constantly running. The way you can determine that is if this hitches. I mean, there's every once in a while there's a hitch, but if I add another smelter to this, it's definitely gonna not be happy about that. Yeah, we're gonna need more silicon. Not nearly enough. So what we could do over here is we could say, hey, we want some silicon, but not gross amounts, remote demand. Bingo. And we actually have some ships that we could stuff in there. And with silica, lack of, oh, I just now run out of the belt. That's just great. That should, and we're going to prioritize the input on this side. Input priority over here. Bingo. Now we got some silicon. Is there an output priority here or something that I didn't know about? Oh, right. We're bringing this in from over here. There we go. Let me go down here and try to dump some of the silicon that I have. Okay, and then input priority down here. Bingo. Okay, well that takes care of the silicon issue here, which should get us some maximum number of these. Should help keep our processors going. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.